Last class we were discussing blanking and punching, and in this operation we understood how to design die and punch for punching process, and design of die and punch for blanking operation, and the clearance, how do we estimate clearance, and the importance of how, clearance depend upon the thickness and the shear strength of the material. Then we estimated cutting force and the cutting energy, percentage penetration that we discussed. Then we discussed one, how to reduce cutting force, how to reduce cutting force, and we discussed shear. Shear is an extra travel. In that shear, punch is not flat. Punch is having some shear. It is having some extra edge. So we discussed shear, and we also knew that shear shear reduces cutting force. Cutting force. If you provide shear is in a millimeter, or it may be in angle theta also. So this is our flat punch, and this is our punch with shear. So this extra table right now. So because the work done or energy required to punch is equal to force into punching force, or we can say it is punching force into punch travel. Punch travel, or punch travel we also call it is penetration. And there we discussed, and because of the shear I, this punch travel increased, and because of this punch travel, because punch travel is more now, the punching force that reduces. Now we will solve some problems. So we'll start from this problem. Already you people have attempted, I think you have tried. Just you match the method, and you have done any mistake, you check. And today our plan is to complete these problem of cutting, that is shearing operation, and then deep drawing. We'll complete this. Then tomorrow we have planned to complete bending and forging. Then this forming, heart of the forming, that is numerical part and the theoretical part. Apart from a lot of theories are there, that I will provide you extra material also just to read, because you can read things, but numerical and the formula is difficult to understand, particularly in forming. But once you have understood the formula, put the value, get the answer. Parameters you have to understand, and all formulas you see here is empirical relation. What is the doubt? Somebody asked a doubt. Calculate the maximum punch force. So question is, your problem is calculate the maximum punch force necessary to blank a steel washer of 44 millimeter outer diameter and 22.25 millimeter inside diameter. So you have to punch a washer, right? You have to calculate maximum force. To blank a steel washer of 44 millimeter. So you are, this is your washer. Let me draw the washer. Yes. So this is your washer, and inside diameter is 22.25. is inside diameter is 22.525 millimeter, and your outside diameter is your 44 millimeter. This is your inside diameter and this is outside diameter. The thickness of seed thickness is 1.6 mm. Estimate the work done. Punch force, you have to calculate punch force, punching force, watt, and then you have a work done is equal to watt. If percentage penetration is 25% of thickness, basically percentage of thickness, 25% of thickness. Calculate and then calculate the amount of shear which must be ground off when the total maximum, when the ground off upon the tool, if maximum punch force is reduced to 60 kilonewton. So you have to calculate shear watt if maximum force we have to limit to 60 kilonewton. So this is the explanation of the problem. Now we'll solve one by one. So basically, calculate the maximum punch force necessary to blank a steel washer. You have to blank a steel washer right now. So as I said, first operation is blanking. First operation is blanking. If you want to, then second operation is your punching. So in both cases, first we'll calculate the load right now. So blanking force is equal to your shear strength here shear strength tau s is given your 400 Newton millimeter square. It is given. I think it is missing, but it is given. So shear strength, when we use word strength, that is maximum value of shear stress. Maximum value of shear stress. When we use word strength, means that is maximum value. Like one is yield strength, or it is ultimate strength. Means the stress when changes to maximum value, we call it is strength. So don't confuse. So into blanking area, right now. So pi d, this will be your outer diameter into thickness. This is your resisting area. Resisting area will be total, that this area. Pi d naught t. This is the pi d. And sometimes people confuses with this. Last class also I have made very clear that punch no travels, that is kt, that kt is your penetration, or we call it is punch travel. It is not pi d. Kt is not your resisting area. Okay, so now you can calculate the force here. 400 into pi into V naught, that is your 44 millimeter, everything is in millimeter, into T is your 1.6. So you can get some value. No issue. We'll let it be there. Okay. Now punching force will be equal to your 400 into pi into 22.5 into 1.6. This value. This value, right? So what we have to calculate here? Work done. So here two things are there now. That is blanking force. This is how much it is coming. I don't know. I have not calculated. So some value will come. Somebody asked it as question. Ravichandran 88.46 and 45. 88.45. Okay, thank you, Ravichandran. 88. 88.45. 88.45. You always assume you are in a classroom. Keep calculator. Kilonewton. Kilonewton. So always keep calculator notebook with you because you have to be very serious. Kilonewton and kilonewton. Now work done. Work done. Work done in a blanking and work done in a punching. You can calculate, that is force. That force will remain same. That is your, suppose it is your F1 and F1, and this is your F2. F1 into percentage penetration KT. So this is your 88 into KT. KT is your 25% of thickness, 1.6. And in this case, it is 45 into 25 by 100 into 1.6. So work done we got. Then what they have asked now? 25% I for maximum 60 kilonewton. Now we have to find that shear. Shear, how much shear we have to provide so that force, maximum force is 60 kilonewton. Here maximum force we have that 88. 88 means you have to 88. So we have to reduce this force. We have to reduce that force. Mistake, right? 35 and 18 kilonewton per meter. Okay, energy. Okay, fine. So no issue. Now that maximum force 88 kilonewton is required, right? No, but they are telling you limit to 60 kilonewton only. So no issue. We know F into KT is equal to F dash into KT plus I. It is very easy. So this F dash is your 60 kilonewton. This F is your 80 kilonewton. And you know what is K, what is T, what is K and T. So you calculate here shear. So you calculate this shear. So what is the answer here? Because this is without shear. And this is your with shear. In both cases, work done will remain same. Work done will remain same. But because of this shear I, F dash will reduce and it is given to you 60 kilonewton. Yeah, diya hai aapko 60. I think few guys were having issue with the English. So I request if you find any difficulty, you ask me in Hindi. I will reply you in Hindi. So it will be like Hindi English. No worry. Our Kerala friend, don't worry. 90% I will use major, no, or everything I will explain in English. But if you have any doubt and that you could not understand in English, you ask me in Hindi. I will reply you in Hindi. Because I got a message 0.86. Very nice, Ravichandran. Correct answer. Answer is your 0.19 millimeter is the answer. Guys, if you have any doubt, please ask in this problem. If you are clear, then I will move. Otherwise, I am going to stop here. If you have to tell whether you understood or not. If you cannot, if you have bigger doubt, you request me for unmute. I will unmute you. You can ask me over audio. Otherwise, just you have to tell the keyword where you did not understand or repeat. But my advice will be you that you have to be very sincere. You have to listen each line. You have to, then only I will enjoy and we all will be enjoying. And I have record of giving 100% result in a gate. When my first batch started, 16 students, 15 got IIT. Second batch, 42 students, 40 qualified gate. So you have to be very sincere. No. Not 85. One by one. Operation is done one by one. Amal, don't confuse. One by one. It is not compound die. It is not compound die. If compound die, then 88 plus 45. If compound die. Operation is done one by one. If okay, so there is only need to find blanking operation. Yes, but I explained everything. Rajat, you are right, but I explained everything to make you understand. Because I have to explain everything, so everybody understood. Yes, no, maybe. Ravichandran ji, clear. Tell your other friends, it is live class here, it is not recorded one. So you can, it is not a YouTube video, just watch and you have to understand. Good, Neha Moria, right? Okay, fine, because you are not sincere. Explain again, sir. No issue, I explain you once again. Just listen carefully. We, Neha Moria, right? Okay, fine. Let me, and I will explain only those people who are attending my class regular or last class. He or she must attend, because if you are missing last and previous class, it is difficult for me to make you understand. Yes, yes, Rajat Sharma. Yes, we can find from clearance. Yes, if clearance is given, you can find shear strength. Yes, got us stuck. Okay, fine. I got stuck somewhere. Let me come to that point. Fine. So I just quickly explain once again. There was a washer. We calculated the maximum punch force necessary to blank washer. So inside diameter and outside diameter was given. Thickness was given. Punching force and work done, we are supposed to estimate. If percentage penetration is 25%. So what we did, we did, uh, first operation is blanking. Already we discussed. The blanking force will be your shear strength and that blanking area pi d, that is outer diameter you have to take. Then maximum value of shear strength, it was given your 400 Newton millimeter square. So we got 88 Newton, 88 kilonewton. Then a punching force, again strength into this area, is smaller diameter, right? This one you have to take. We got 45 kilonewton. Then work done, blanking force into distance, punch travel, right? So we have already discussed that this is your punch, This is your punch. We have already discussed, right? So this is your punch table, that is your KT punch table. So force into distance is your work done. So force into KT, that is our. Then work done for punching. Similarly, you have only here difference is of force. Then they asked that no, we have to limit force 60 kilonewton. 60 kilonewton. So we applied the and that for that shear we have to provide how much shear is to be provided, so that force limit. We know that no, shear reduces force. So force into this is the without shear, force into KT, and F dash is your KT plus I. That is this formula is without shear. Sorry, with shear already we have discussed in the previous class. So this force is 60 kilonewton. This is 88 kilonewton because we have to limit force up to only 60 kilonewton, then KT plus I, right? Then I value we estimated and we got 0.186 something, so 1.9 millimeter. Okay, fine. Then another problem is here. A hole of, this is question number 2. A hole of 100 millimeter is to be punched in a steel washer, a steel plate. So it is in a basically punching operation. Punching operation. Whole, because product is whole here. Product is whole. Whole is produced. Whole is produced, or I say, because to make you understand, I use very simple language. Whole is produced. Whole is produced. So it is basically punching operation. In a steel plate, this much thickness. So first we have identified that process is punching. Then second point is diameter of the hole. Diameter of hole is 100 mm, and thickness is 5.6 mm. It is very thick sheet, right? No, it is very thick. It will be sheet thickness is 5 mm, means very heavy steel plate. And what is steel? If percentage carbon is less than 2%, then we call it is steel. If it is more than 2% carbon, then we call it is cast iron. Right? So iron increases hardness and yield strength. Carbon acts as an interstitial impurities. So host is your iron and carbon. So okay, fine. Plate, see, the material is cold rolled, 0.5% carbon steel, cold rolled. So it is material. They are telling about the steel, how steel were produced. For which ultimate shear strength, it is given ultimate shear strength. Ultimate shear strength is given. I am telling you, ultimate. Because you can attend many class, but here a problem is that no, clarity of the topic must be clear here. Ultimate shear strength. It is ultimate shear strength. Shear strength is given, so directly you can use that megapascal. But suppose if it is given your ultimate normal stress, ultimate normal stress or strength means sigma is given, suppose your 1200 megapascal. So first you have to calculate tau, and tau you know sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 from the strength of material, right? Now, and here in a x direction this is 0, so sigma 1 by 2, that is half of the shear strength generally to 600 megapascal. So you can ask randomly what is that, Subham, right? No, or yeah. So this, it is very clear that 500 megapascal is your shear strength. But to confuse sometime, no, they will give you sigma UTS is 1200 megapascal. So you have to calculate tau UTS is equal to sigma UTS divided by 2. With normal clearance on the tool, cutting completed at 40% penetration. Means penetration is 40% of thickness. Generally this penetration, because punch penetrates thickness. So 0.4 into T, that is 0.4 into 5.6, right? Millimeter. Now, cutting is completed. Give suitable shear in a punch to in order to bring the work within capacity 30-ton press. So they have, they are telling we have a press, we have a press. Their capacity is 30 ton. 30 tons. 30 tons means your 30 into 1000 kgf. That is force. That is force. This generally, this all operation, whether it is blanking, punching, bending, deep drawing, are done in a press only. All are pressed right now. So there is a hydraulic press, mechanical press, and that press specification generally is in terms of 30 tons, 50 tons, 500 tons, 1000, 3000 ton, right? So we have to calculate that force. Force is your this much, is 30 into 9.81. This will be the your force. So you have to limit this much force only. Right now you have to limit this much force. Now you have to calculate give CT. So first you have to find without shear work done, right now, and for that you have to F into KT. For that F you have to find that F is your shear strength tau UTS into pi dt. So diameter is given 100 millimeter, thickness is given, and this is also given. Say this F, how much it is in terms of, you calculate what is that value. What is that value? Okay, so 70 millimeters. Okay, we'll check. Ravi. 29.43. Some guys saying 29.43. Okay. 29.43. So 29.43 kilonewton. What is this value? What is this value? What is this value? If I take 10, so it is your 300 kilonewton. Am I right? Yes, right, Amal. So 300 kilonewton. And what is this value? What is this value? This value, please calculate. It will be more than that, right? No. 967 kilonewton. Z. Where is the Z? I have never know where you have written Z. Where is the Z? I have not written Z anywhere. Anupam Kumar, 967. Okay, 967. So this is your 967. kilonewton. Okay, so now you know that we'll apply same formula. One is without shear, so this is your punch. So this is your KT punch, and then you have a this is your KT and this is I. So this is your punch, and this is your again punch, right now. So this is your without shear, and this is your with shear. With shear, but energy neither be created nor be destroyed, and the same amount of energy will be consumed in both operation. So F KT is equal to F dash KT plus I. That is the work done in first case. This value is given to you. That is 300 kilonewton, and this is your 967 kilonewton. KT you know, and again KT. So I you can calculate. What is the I value? I have the answer. What is the I value? 5.12. Very nice, Ravichandran. Yes, you are true. 5.13 is the answer. I is equal to 5.13. So you have to complete this Ravichandran. Yeah, Ravichandran, no. It's from ISRO. So you have to compete. You have to be faster than Ravichandran. Now another question will solve. This number, please you ignore. Okay. Now next, a hole of 40 millimeter diameter is pierced. So this is punching and piercing, both are same operation. In a steel sheet of 4 mm thickness without shear on a tool shear strength of the steel is 400 megapascal. So without shear, so tau UTS is equal to 400 megapascal. And penetration is 25%. Means KT is means KT is how much? 0.25 into thickness. Where is the thickness? 4 mm. 4 mm. That is 1 millimeter. And penetration is 20. What is the expected percentage load reduction if the shear of 1 millimeter is provided? So I is equal to what? No, sorry. I is 1 mm. Percentage reduction will be F minus F dash by F into 100. Am I right? So you can calculate this 100. You can calculate this percentage reduction. So F dash is with shear and F is without shear. So we can calculate right now this. Everybody say yes, no. A whole of 40 mil. Red color question. Everybody can solve this. Amal 50% will check. I don't know answer here. I don't have answer. Hey Ravi Chandran ji, tell the answer. So here options are 25%. Option I can tell you, Amal. Option I can tell you. A number. Aditya Narayan missing. Where is the Aditya Narayan? You are late, man. So option A is your 25%. Option B I can tell you is 33.3%. Option C is 66.67%. And option D is 50%. So D is the answer. 50% is the answer. Now this problem. Next problem. Estimate the reduction in punching load for producing circular hole. So it is a punching operation. Load, reduction per load means F minus F dash is equal to what? 50 mm diameter thickness. Diameter is your 50 mm and the thickness is your 3 mm. Shear I is your 1 mm and percentage penetration, that is your 30%, 30 by 100 into thickness. Thickness is how much? 3 mm. Then shear strength tau UTS is your 400 megapascal. So here only reduction you have to calculate. How much force you can reduce. Then next question. $99.158. Okay, so Ravi Chandran is saying that hey, you all message, don't privately message. I mean, you message to all so that all will be knowing. When you message, it is coming privately. So don't message privately. Okay, you can. Guys, you tell the answer. Previous question. Reduction in a load. Some other Ravichandran is Anupam is saying 75 here. 50% is correct. There is no option for 100%. You have to sit with the calculator. Hey, don't write anything here. Who is writing this? You remove this red color mark, please. Somebody by mistake they have marked red line. So requesting you please remove. I don't know how to remove that. Okay. Blue color again. Somebody is writing here. Please remove this red color. I think there is some setting right now where we can. Let me check what is the setting. Disable. Yes, now I have disabled. 52%, 52%, 50%. Yes, 52, 50. Yes. So name of. So find that. Okay, you can solve it. Okay, you can solve it. If 50 millions of percentage, find the force of cutting. Now, if the blade cutting shearing machine length of cut is 500. This problem, yeah, I tried. We solve this. Please concentrate. Please concentrate. This is important problem. If 5 millimeter thick, that the thickness is 5 mm, is cut into a shearing machine and the length of the cut is 500 mm. Means length of the means you have on a sheet. You have on a sheet, right? You have on a sheet. You have on a very big sheet. You have on a very big sheet, and that is to be cut. You have to cut it. And length of the cut is length of the cut. Length of the cut is 500 mm. Means punch length, cutting punch, punch length must be your 500 mm, or cutting blade, right? No, blade, because you have seen that where book binding shop they cut all thick book, they one blade will come and the book will be cut, right? Length of the cut, that is the blade length also. Blade length, that is 500 mm. Blade may be bigger also. Blade may be bigger also, but length of the cut here is 500 mm. So blade length generally is equal to your length of the cut. If it is mentioned length of cut, right? The shear strength of the steel is 300 megapascal. Tau UTS is 300 megapascal. Find the force required if the cutting blade is inclined 10 degree. If the percentage penetration is 4, means 10 degree inclination. 10 degree inclination. Try to understand this. This is your blade. This is your blade. This is your flat blade. But now it is inclined 10 degree. 10-degree inclination. So what will be this? This will be your shear. So you know this is 500 millimeter. So you can calculate 10 degree is equal to I by 500. So I is your 500 into 10 degree. So I you can calculate from this. Here shear is given to you in a angle theta, not in a millimeter direct. So you have to find that I first. Inclination is given, and this length, that is this length, this length is 500 mm. So this length you can calculate applying trigonometry tan theta. So I you got. Once you estimated the I, then percentage penetration is 40%. You can calculate force required. So you can calculate the force required. Find the force required in cutting incline. So force required will be your with shear, right? No, with shear. You can calculate. So F KT, F KT is equal to F KT plus I F dash. So first you have to calculate this F KT, you know, F dash you can calculate. This is with shear they are asking. It is clear, I think. Here only issue was with that shear, because shear was in an angle, inclination. So 500 into your 10 degree. Everybody is clear this? Sir, instead of pi d, 500. Yes, very good. Yes. Here, that resisting area will be your length into T. Very good. It is not your circular punch. It is in a cutting operation. Very good. What you call Ravichandran. Very nice. So here, resisting area. Here it is not a punching operation. Not making hole. It is just to cut. Cut means you have to take this area, right? Now this. So you have to cut this 500 into T. So resisting area will be equal to 500 into thickness. Thickness is 5 mm. So this will be your thickness into width. This will be your resisting area. Because it is simple cutting. It is not making hole. It is not pi d. Everybody is clear? Everybody understood? Yes, no, maybe. Ravichandra, 500 into thickness. Yes, pi d. Yes, right. You are right. You have to take the resisting area. Everybody has to tell yes, no, maybe. Tausif, Subham, Sanket, Raviraj, Neha Moria, Munir Babu, where is Munir Babu? Mohit, where is the Mohit? Amal, Asis, Anupam, Chandan. Why need to equate? Because you have to calculate. With shear, you have to find the force. That's why you need to equate. With shear. They have not, Ravichandran ji, because they have asked cutting force when there is a shear. Parveen M is asking answer. You tell the answer. Newton. 4.5 Newton. Somebody is saying 4.59. F dash. Why you have to calculate F dash? Because they have asked the cutting force if when there is a shear. Because there is a shear, they have asked the cutting force with shear. They have not asked you simply. I think you got my point now. This is the reason we have to equate. (16.6 kilonewton). Yes, 16.1 kilonewton. Is it correct? 16.1 kilonewton. Yes, energy remain constant because last class you missed, Raviraj. Energy neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be converted from one form to another form. So if punching, if you can save energy, then we can do a lot of works without energy. Energy will remain same, that is force into punch travel, punching force into punch travel. But here it is in a blade, it is simply cutting operation. See, so in a gate examination, what is the value of 10 degree? You have to calculate, you have to estimate. Calculator is allowed, Dheeraj. Calculator is allowed 10 degree. If not allowed, then you have to calculate. That is 0.176. You have to find force with shear. So okay, I think I clear your doubt, man. Somebody once again I repeat. Okay. So thickness. You have to tell all answer. I will ask answer. You have to write. Thickness is 5 mm. Length of the cut. Length of the cut is 500 mm. Means resisting area is 500 into 5, that is 2500 millimeter square. Shear strength tau UTS is your 300 megapascal, means 300 millimeter square. Find the force required. So F you have to calculate if cutting blade is inclined 10 degree. If cutting blade is inclined, if shear, that is the question. So you know this is actually F dash we call. So F you can calculate uh, tau UTS into shearing area, and that you can calculate 300 into shearing area is simple 2500 millimeter square. So this is your force without shear. To calculate force now, but here if shear 10 degrees, so here it is the blade, and here 10 degree inclination is there. This is 10 degree. This 500 millimeter is the length of the blade. This is your blade. So you can calculate this I. I is your 510 10 degree. Then F dash is equal to F into KT divided by KT plus I. So what is this value F? 4.6. Hey, why different answer? What is that, Ravi Chandra ji answer? I is 88.16. Okay, fine. .86. I is 88.86 millimeter. That is I. Okay, fine. Then F dash. And what is this? 300 into 75. And you have 4. What is it? 4. Kilonewton. So this is a 7.5. So what is this I am doing, man? KT. KT is 45%. 0.4 into T. This is 8th class, 6th class. We learn this addition, subtraction, multiplication. We should not waste time in this calculation and all. So KT 0.45 into 5 plus 88.86. Fine. So what is the answer? Final answer, please tell. What is the final answer? 8.86. 8.62. Is it correct? F dash 16.5. How 16.5? Somebody is telling half. So I am telling this is my answer. Now next, because I remember in 2008 when I got engineering services, because of the lack of time. Okay, so 16.6.67. I'm telling you, in 2008, I got engineering services, UPSC, engineering services. Okay, what I didn't do any calculation. I did not do any calculation because lack of time. So I here up to, and then putting this, then I left all calculation and I got result. But I wrote because it was a subjective question. I wrote because time was not there. Solving equation 1 and 2, I wrote like this: solving equation 1 and 2 and putting in equation 3, we can get answer. It looks funny, but that is the true story. I wrote down all equations and simply I said, once you put all this value from equation 1 to like that, I did it for I think 4 or 5 questions. Is it interesting? Is it now? You used to do the same in school. But here in GATE you don't do, yeah, because GATE is an objective question. Here option will be 0.5. Here option will be what? 0.5, 0.55, 5.5, 55.5, like that. Or they will give 10 kilonewton, in 10 kilonewton, 10 newton, 10 100 newton. So option will be like that. And one more thing that GATE in some problem options are not there. There is no options, no options. You have to estimate and write down. You have to enter the value. You have to enter the exact value. Okay, this question, man. This question we'll solve it later. Okay, because I have to teach more. Hey, who wrote this red color here? How to remove this red, this mark? Shall we move to another topic? Or deep drawing, fine. Deep drawing. So we have to, hey, who made this red color? This one? This one, please remove. Can you remove this? I cannot remove this. This red mark, no, somebody sketch. Can you remove this, anybody? I mean, how to remove this? Yeah, I got it. Hmm. So now we are moving to another topic, that is deep drawing. Deep drawing. Deep drawing. Wire drawing we have already studied. Wire drawing. Wire drawing. Draw means to pull. To pull something. Right now, you have to pull something. Pull, double L. So here we have to deep drawing. So we have to pull something in a cavity, to pull material or seed into a cavity. That does arrangement. I am talking about the punch, arrangement or setup. Punch and die remain same but only difference punch and die are provided with rounding. So we have already discussed and we have already understood. So we have on a seat, right? And this is your die. This is your die. And this is your punch. This is your punch. This is your punch. And this is your die. This is your thickness T sheet. Now, instead of cutting, of searing, when force is applied, this sheet is this. Okay, this is your sheet, this black one. We have to force it into that cavity. So this will take the shape of the cavity, and finally this will form like this. So this edges, it will be not sharp, it will be your like this rounding, right? And this one also that so this is your punch for drawing, deep drawing, and this is punch for your searing. So basically deep drawing is an operation of making cup shaped utensil utensil or kitchen item. You have seen the glass, ball, pressure cooker, cup shape, cup shape, cup shape. So you will be having on a seat, right? Like this, it is having some diameter D, and by this operation, by deep drawing, you have to apply force, you have to punch it in a press, and you will make a cup. This is cup. So basically, deep drawing is an operation of making cup-shaped items like utensil, kitchen items, glass, balls, pressure cooker, or any pot like this you can make, right? So basically that operation. So in this, what we have to understand from gate point of view, how much we want to make a cup of suppose 10 centimeter height and 8 centimeter diameter. What will be the seat blank size? This is actually blank. And how much force is to be applied? That is our target. So basically in that so first we discuss that is your cup shape. Second thing is setup, like a searing operation, or we call it is punching or blanking, but punch and die rounding. Then third one is one is called deep drawing, and second one is called shallow drawing. If depth of cup is greater than equal to half of the height of of the height. If depth is greater than half of the depth, half of the height, right now, sorry, half of the diameter, sorry. Then we call it is deep drawing. If depth is less than half of the diameter, we call it is shallow drawing. Then third point, first you have to remember this, second you have to remember this, third you have to remember this, fourth you have to remember stress. So basically in that deep drawing, there will be tensile stress plus compressive stress. Because you have one like die like this and you have seat like this, and seat is being, and you have, this is your punch, this is your punch, and you have some, this is your seat, and you have here holder, just to keep it in a, I mean a holder we call it is. Some weight will be there or it will be forced here, right? Holding mechanism or holding. So there will be a holding force, holder. So when you, it is pulled, so this part is act as, this part will be stretched, and then tensile stress will develop. And because when it is in the cavity, it goes, there will be compression also. Compression. Once it presses, it will compress. So generally, it is asked in a objective question. So it will be tensile, but in a shearing operation, we have only shearing stress. Wire drawing, we have only tensile stress. In a rolling, it is compressive and shear stress. Already discussed. Forging, again we will discuss, it is only compressive stress. Now, one fifth point you have to understand, clearance. That is, clearance is your space between die and punch. Generally, clearance is equal to sheet thickness in this case, and that is greater than clearance provided in a blanking and punching. So more clearance is there in a, more clearance in a deep drawing, more clearance, and it is equal to sheet thickness because this thickness, right now, and there will be some lubrication also for smooth flow blanking. So because T is equal to, we know that C is equal to how much, 0.0032 T root under tau UTS millimeter. So it is generally very less because this is a multiplication factor. Okay, and finally it is less. So clearance we have understood that it will be equal to sheet thickness and it will be more than your blanking and punching. Then one concept comes, determination. Everybody is following? Everybody is following? Everybody is following me? So determination determination of blank size. So this is the first numerically you have to understand numeric. You have to determine blank size or design of the blank size. We call design of blank size. So you want to make a cup of, as I already discussed, you want to make a cup like a glass. Suppose your height is 10 millimeter, 10 centimeter or centimeter, or this is your 5 centimeter inside diameter, right? And you have some radius also, or corner radius, we call it corner radius. This we call radius. This is your radius. Radius. So you have a, one second I draw. Sorry, this is my hand drawing is bad here. This is your radius, this is your height, and this is your diameter. This inside diameter D. Inside diameter D. For that, what should be the blank size? So basically, blank size D. Thickness is T. Thickness will remain same. That is equal to T. There is no change in the thickness. So you have to calculate this. So there is a ratio. One ratio is there that we call D by R ratio. So D is your inside diameter, and that is your corner radius. If first you have to check this one, you have to check if it is greater than 20, equal to 20, then you can neglect corner radius. Means R will be 0. You can neglect in your calculation. When? Because when diameter is big, right? No, diameter is big. If it is more than corner radius, we can neglect. This is, yes, somebody asked what is it? Okay, fine. So corner radius, neglect. Then just you have to equate volume, because thickness is same. Thickness. Dheeraj Kumar, yes, people are leaving and going here. What is this? Don't do that. I'm going to stop in a 5 minutes. Let me complete this. Because tomorrow again we have class, 10 o'clock. Tomorrow there will be class at 10. Today I will send you the link. Okay, so thickness is same. Cup thickness is equal to your blank thickness. That is T. So area, we shall equate area. So area, cup area is equal to blank area. Simple. When corner radius is neglected, when this ratio is, so first you have to check that if it is greater than or equal to 20, then radius neglected. And cup, cup is, what is that cup? This is your cup. So you have on a curved portion and you have on a flat portion. So this is your flat portion. So you can write pi by 4 d square plus pi dh, right? This is your cylindrical portion and this is your flat circular portion, and that is equal to pi by 4 d square h. Sorry, pi d square. So this d is your blank diameter. So you can calculate d is equal to right now you can calculate this pi cancel, so you can calculate d is equal to d square plus 4dx, and this is only when d by r is, so you can calculate the blank diameter. This is the blank diameter you can calculate. Now if d by r ratio is between 15 to 20, then we'll use this formula d is equal to d square plus 4dh minus 0.5 r. We'll reduce this, and d is equal to d square. It asks direct this 4dh minus r if d by r is between 10 to 15. So you have three relation. This is the one. This is the one relation. Right now, when d is equal to greater than and equal to 20, this ratio, then r 0, and you use this relation. Simple d, you have to apply this formula to calculate the blank diameter. But when this ratio is between 15 to 20, you use this relation. You have to minus 0.5 r. And if this is the ratio, ratio is between 10 to 15, you have used this relation. So basically, you have now three formula. You have direct d is equal to, sorry, capital D is the blank diameter. Always capital D is blank diameter, small d is inside diameter, and h is the height, complete full height, overall height. So d is equal to d square plus 4dh. This is one formula, and this is second one. This is third one. So it is clear to all? Clear? Tell me. Please tell me yes, no, maybe. Kiran, yes sir, fine. So we are going to close this now session. Tomorrow we'll continue this. Okay? Tomorrow we'll continue. Good night to all.